Hi, my name is Cheryl Lauer, and I'm the author of a fictional novel called The Journey. It's a metaphysical fantasy about one man's extraordinary experience in the afterlife, where he discovers that in order to transform his future, he has to first face the secrets of his past. This timeless story is about love and redemption and forgiveness. And it is so unique and it's so powerful because of how it's structured. You see, the journey is neatly written in like an infinity format. So that means that the odd number chapters follow Leo's journey forward into the afterlife, while the even numbered chapters reverse backwards, revealing his past. And together they fold and they layer to form an infinite cycle, revealing how time reflects each other like a mirror. Now, readers have a choice when they read the journey. So they can follow the story traditionally from the front to the back, or they can follow the odd chapters first, then read the even chapters, or they can read the story in reverse. The entire book enables the reader to experience non-linear time and understand how the unseen threads connect all of us across the dimensions of time, and how love flows through our hearts, connecting us in unexpected ways. So, if readers have experienced trauma or grief in their lives, they may find peace by understanding that pure love can heal our wounds, even after death, because love never fails. Now, a little bit about myself. The inspiration for this book came in 2020, shortly after my brother passed away. During the COVID pandemic, my soul was consumed with deep grief and a lot of overwhelming anxiety. And one day I woke up from a dream I had, and that became the foundation of the journey. And at that point, I felt compelled and inspired by Spirit to write down all that I was shown. And as the story unfolded, I realized something very profound. Death does not sever love, it just changes the shape, and it never ends. Sometimes our loved ones reveal themselves to us in quiet, sacred whispers in our hearts, and that truth sits at the core of the journey. Now, a great deal of emotional depth went into this book, and that comes from my own lived experience. Years ago, I spent my time as a registered nurse. I was a healer. I was dedicated to saving lives. But privately, I felt broken from my secret pain. I grew up in a strict religious family. I was shunned as a teenager and an adult. And like many of the characters in my story, I had to navigate what it meant to be isolated. I had to learn to rebuild myself, and I had to learn to let go and forgive people who hurt me, and that even included my brother. This became a defining part of my healing journey, and those experiences shaped my understanding of compassion and trauma and reconciliation and the courage that it takes to choose love instead of fear. Now, in today's world, I feel that this story is more important now than ever. Because since the pandemic, we're living in a time where millions of people are grieving loss and they're experiencing division, discrimination, and even despair. And this is especially among immigrants, marginalized communities, and those who are searching for belonging. People are yearning for connection, they're yearning for meaning, they're yearning for hope. And I hope that this story will bring comfort to those who are grieving and healing and searching for that meaning. And more importantly, that in that process, it's going to inspire conversations and workshops, community gatherings in places like churches and hospitals and support groups and healing centers. Because together we can find this healing. And I believe that the journey will answer that call. It reminds us how we're all deeply connected, and we have the ability to not only transform our lives, but also help transform the lives of others. We are all in this journey together, shaping our destinies together, because love never fails. If this video resonates with you and you would like to learn more about my story, please click the link in my bio.